Well, I'm back at it, working on the Scion again today. I have a bad belt tensioner. I don't know if you've ever had one go bad on a car, but it makes that high-pitched whining sound like that. Like that. I mean, I'm not really good at sounds, but something like that. So essentially, if you get a weird noise, typically it's the belt tensioner. Sometimes it's water pumps and other things like that. On my daughter's Dodge Charger, she's got a bad water pump, and that's making a clackety sound, and that'll be the next job. But today, I'm replacing the tensioner on the 2020 Scion. As you can see, it's kind of buried down in there. It's only a couple tools you need for this job: 10 millimeter socket, 12 minute. For this job, you only need a couple tools. You need a 12 millimeter socket and wrench. You need a pry bar to pry tension off of the belt tensioner. Obviously, since I'm replacing the tensioner, it makes sense to replace the belt along with it. No sense of doing things twice. So my uncle back in the day showed me a trick. If you're trying to replace the belt tensioner and you can't get the leverage on the tensioner that you need, for the guys that have done this job, you know what I'm talking about. You have to jam your hand in a tight little space and try and get the belt back on. Best way to get leverage, it's a 14 millimeter wrench for the tensioner. You take the wrench with a closed end side like this, put it on the bolt, and then you take your ratchet and stick it right on the end of that, and you can literally ratchet and get all the mechanical leverage that you could ever possibly need. So wanted to share that tip with you. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try for a simple job, you end up taking every fucking tool you have out. And then you end up with a mess like this for a 15-minute job. Just to do a side-by-side comparison, you can see I'm spinning the pulley, the tensioner pulley. You don't hear any noise, right? Has a little bit of a, resistance when you spin it. Spins nice, no noise. Now, if you got a bad one of these guys, you hear the crunch. Literally, you can hear it crunch. You can even hear the squeak. If you ever wonder what that squeak noise is, when you get a bad tensioner pulley, bearings go bad in it, you can hear that squeaking. Shouldn't sound like that. Hear this one? Brand new one? No noise. Dead silent. All right, so after 4 hours of smashing my knuckles, trying to get this tensioner in here, I've discovered that the secret on Toyota Scions, I don't know what year, but the newer motor, so I think this is generation 2 or 3. This is a 2012 Toyota Scion. The trick to getting the tensioner in and getting the belt on, although the belt tensioner has the adjuster on it, you actually put the tensioner in like this, and there's a little notch you can see at the top. You actually have to thread the bolt in, put the tensioner on, put the belt on, weave the belt just like you normally would, and you literally tension it very last second and pop the pin into the hole that's down there. It's really hard to see. So if you got your ass kicked by a Toyota Scion, like myself, for 4 hours on what a 20-30 minute job like I thought it was going to be, I hope this helps you, because I looked and there was no videos on this model car. And unfortunately, like back in the day, we used to use TMs, technical manuals. YouTube failed me. TikTok failed me. Nobody else decided to make a video to help out. So I hope this helps you if you are working on a 2012 Toyota Scion or have a Toyota Camry. It's the same motor. It's the 2.4 liter. It's the same thing. You run into this issue, the magic trick was to put the tensioner in with the belt on first, and then use your wrench, your 14 millimeter wrench, and adjust the tension on it, and then tighten up the bolt. So I hope that helps.